Hey, do you have the ring on you? Lily leaned in, her voice barely audible over the music pulsing through the house. I nodded, patting my jacket pocket. Right here. God, I'm nervous. You should be proposing at your own birthday party. Bold move. I grinned. It's romantic. She gave me a look. You sure about Emily? What do you mean? I asked, the smile fading. Lily hesitated. Nothing. Just, she's been distant lately. Work's been crazy. She's stressed, that's all. I laughed it off. Right, Lily said softly, then turned away. I scanned the crowd for Emily. She stood by the fireplace, drink in hand, laughing at something Jason said. Of course, I muttered, making my way over. Hey, babe, I said, wrapping an arm around her. Can I steal you for a second? Surprised now? Yeah. Just for a minute. Jason raised an eyebrow. You too good? Perfect, I said, forcing a smile. We stepped into the center of the room. I clinked a fork against my glass. Hey everyone, can I get your attention? Conversation stopped. Eyes turned. My heart raced. First of all, thanks for coming out tonight. It means the world to have all of you here. I looked at Emily. And you've made the last 3 years the best of my life. Her smile froze. I can't imagine a future without you, Em. I dropped to one knee. Gasps rippled through the room. Will you marry me? Silence. Dead, deafening silence. Emily didn't move. Emily, trying to keep my voice steady. She stepped back. I can't. Laughter from someone nervous, not mocking. What do you mean? I whispered. I'm sorry, she said. I didn't ask for this. You didn't? I stood up. You knew I was going to propose tonight. No, I didn't. Yes, you did, Lily cut in. We talked about it a week ago. Leah shot her a glare. Lily, not now. Then when? I said, heat rising in my chest. When would have been convenient for you to not destroy me in front of everyone I know? Jason stepped forward. Maybe cool it, man. I turned on him. Cool it. Are you serious, right? Now he raised his hands. Look, I didn't want it to come out like this. Didn't want what to come out? Emily looked away. Lily, I asked. What's going on? Her voice shook. They've been seeing each other. My breath caught. What? Don't make her say it, Emily snapped. No, say it, I said. Tell me yourself. She lifted her chin. Jason and I, we've been together for a few months. The floor vanished beneath me. You cheated on me? I didn't plan it. It just happened. With him? My best friend? Jason's voice was low. It wasn't supposed to happen, bro. Don't call me that, I snarled. Don't make a scene, Emily said. I laughed, sharp and bitter. You humiliate me, lie to me, and I'm making a scene. People started shifting uncomfortably. No one met my eyes. So what now, I asked. You to just walk out of here together? Emily shrugged. That's the plan. And you're okay with this? With him? She didn't flinch. Yes. Jason stepped aside. Her. Let's go. Emily turned, not even looking back. I watched as they left, hand in hand out into the night. The room remained still. I felt every gaze on me, sympathy, pity, shock. Are you okay? Lily asked quietly. No, I said. Not even close. She placed a hand on my arm. I tried to tell you, I know. You did. I didn't want to hurt you. You didn't. They did. Lily nodded, then looked down. I need air, I said, pushing past the crowd. Outside, the cold hit me hard. I welcomed it. I needed to feel something real. The ring was still in my pocket. I pulled it out, stared at it. You idiot, I muttered. I threw it. Not far, just into the bushes. Somewhere it couldn't mock me anymore. My phone buzzed. It's a message from Jason. I hope someday you understand. I deleted it. I stood there. Under the porch light, the party still humming behind me like nothing had happened. But everything had, and nothing would ever be the same. You look like hell. Mr. Gray didn't even glance up from the grill. I feel worse, I muttered, pulling on the apron. Late again. Didn't sleep. Again, I tossed the rag onto the counter. How do you even keep me around? He flipped a pancake. Because you're not useless. Just lost. Same thing, isn't it? He shrugged. Only if you stay lost. I leaned against the counter, staring at the coffee pot like it owed me something. You eat today? He asked. No. He slid a plate toward me. Then eat. You don't have to, I'm not doing it for you, he said. It's for the customers. They don't want to see a ghost taking their order. I managed half a smile. Fair enough. The bell on the door jingled. Morning, Gray. A voice called. Rachel, sit anywhere. Mr. Gray grunted. I grabbed a menu and approached her table. Hey, she looked up. Hey, yourself. You want the usual? You remember? Why? Forget everything but that. She smiled. That's both sad and kind of sweet. I scribbled the order. Coming right up. Hey, she said before I turned. You okay? I blinked. Do I look that bad? You look like someone erased your soul? Feels accurate. I walked back to the counter, handed the slip to Mr. Gray. She's nice, he said without looking. Who? The eyes like she's seen too much. Rachel. Yeah, she asks about you a lot, I scoffed. Probably thinks I'm going to drop dead during her breakfast. She knows pain. I leaned closer. You talk to her? No. I just watch. People carry their stories on their faces. The grill sizzled between us. She's got a kid. I said, single mom? So that's a lot? You think she wants saving? I think I can't even save myself. He flipped the eggs, then start there. Back at her table, I placed the plate down gently. Hope it's right. It always is, she said, then hesitated. You still writing? I paused. How do you know I write? You mentioned it once. Said it was the only thing keeping you from falling apart. Yeah, I said quietly. I'm still journaling. That's good. Sometimes I just draw lines. Pages full of them. That's okay too. I slid into the booth across from her without thinking. Wow, she said. You never sit. Guess I need a minute. Sipped her coffee. You look like someone who's carrying everything alone. I am. You don't have to. I don't even know you. You're talking to me now. I looked away. Everyone I trusted ripped me to pieces. I'm not them, but you could be. Then take the risk, she said. Art. Stay exactly where you are. Mr. Gray's voice cut through from behind the counter. Tables don't clean themselves. I stood abruptly. Duty calls. She smiled softly. Thanks for sitting. That night I stayed behind a mop. Mr. Gray leaned in the doorway, arms crossed. You talked today, he said. Yeah. To her, yeah. She's not your past. I know. She could be something better. I don't deserve better. Maybe not. But maybe you fight for it anyway. I wrung out the mop. I don't know where to start. Tossed me an envelope. Try this. What is it? Letter came for you. Left at the front this morning. I opened it. A job offer from a marketing firm. Different city. Good pay. What the hell? He lit a cigarette. Looks like someone still sees something in you. I read the letter again. Could be you're out, he said. Could be, I murmured. Sleep. On it or don't. Just don't stay stuck. I nodded, clutching the paper. That night, I pulled out my journal. I wrote for the first time in weeks. Not just lines, words, hope. You're early, Rachel said, sliding her bag onto her desk. I couldn't sleep, I replied, sipping lukewarm coffee. Still? Right. She sat down, smoothed out a crumpled report. You want to talk about it? Oh, didn't think so. The office buzzed to life, slowly, phones ringing, keyboards clacking, printers whining. But she was quiet, like always, like me. Hey, she said after a long silence. Mia asked about you this morning. She did. Wanted to. Know if that quiet guy was coming to dinner again? I smiled. She's got a nickname for me already? She has one for everyone. You get off easy. What's yours, Grumpy Mom? I laughed. That fits. Watch it. We settled into our work. Time passed without needing to fill it. At lunch, she nudged me. Want to come over tonight? Nothing fancy? Just mac and cheese and Mia's. Chaotic energy. Sure. Sounds better than microwave sadness. She smiled. Good. She's been asking to show you her sticker book. I'm honored. You should be. She doesn't even show Grandma. Big deal then, Major. Later that night, I stood awkwardly in her doorway. You gonna come in or just hover like a vampire? I wasn't sure about the rules. There are none. Shoes off, though. Carpet's new. Mia peeked around the corner. Is that him? That's him, Rachel confirmed. Mia ran up and hugged my leg. Whoa, I said, frozen. Hi there. She looked up. You smell like coffee. Yeah, I get that a lot. Do you want to see my stickers? Love to. She grabbed my hand and pulled me to the couch. Rachel watched, arms crossed, something soft behind her smile. She's a lot, she said. She's perfect, I replied. Dinner was chaotic, just like she promised. Mia talked non-stop noodles. Flying everywhere? You want ketchup on yours? She asked. Sure. You don't have to, Rachel said quickly. No, I'm game. Let's ketchup these noodles. Mia giggled like it was the best joke in the world after dinner. Rachel cleared the table while Mia curled up beside me with her sticker book. This one's my favorite, she said, pointing to a glittery unicorn. Why? Because. It's magic. Hard to argue with that. She leaned against me, flipping pages. Daddy, look at this one. I froze. Rachel looked up, panic in her eyes. I'm not. I stammered. Mia blinked. Oops, sorry. You sound like a dad. My chest tightened. It's okay, Rachel knelt beside her. Sweetie, remember? He's just our friend. Ain't. No, Mia yawned. But I like him. I couldn't speak. Rachel mouthed, you okay? I nodded slowly, yeah. Yeah. Later, when Mia was in bed, Rachel poured us tea. Sorry about that, she said. Don't be. She's 5. Her filter's developing. I didn't mind you. Sure. Yeah, I looked at the hallway. It didn't hurt. I thought it would, but it didn't. She doesn't say that to people. Ever. Shh, she said it too. Me. You okay? I think so. Rachel exhaled. You don't have to be scared, you know. I'm not scared of her, then what? Feeling something again. She didn't say anything for a while, you know. She said finally I was scared too. Of what? Letting someone in. Letting Mia get close. But then you showed up, and she just trusted you. I didn't do anything. We're kind. You listened. That's more than most. I stared into my mug. Do you think people like us get a second shot? Rachel looked at me, eyes steady. We don't get second shots. We take them. I'm not sure I'm ready. Don't have to be. Just don't run from it. I nodded slowly. I'm not running, I said. Not this time. Big crowd, Rachel murmured, adjusting Mia's bow. Bigger than I expected, I said, scanning the room. Think she's okay? She's 5. If there's cake, she's fine. Mia tugged on my hand. Can I go get a juice box? Only, if you promise not to sneak too, I said. I promise, see-ish. Go on. Juice pirate, Rachel laughed. Then I heard it. Yes. His voice. That's him, someone said. Jason King, our new investor. I turned. And there he was. Jason. Slick suit, fake charm. His arm around Emily like she was still his prize. What the hell, I muttered. Rachel followed my gaze. You okay? Not even close. Emily saw me first. Her face cracked like surprise mixed with confusion. Then Jason turned and froze. Wow, Rachel whispered. They look like they've seen a ghost. In a way, they have. Emily broke into a wide smile and walked straight toward us. Double quotes, well, this is unexpected, she said brightly. Not thrilled either, I replied. She glanced at Rachel, and you must be Rachel. I'm Emily, she said, extending her hand. Old friend. I didn't miss Rachel's pause before shaking it. Your name came up once or twice, Rachel said. Emily chuckled. I'm sure it did. Jason joined us, jaw tight. Didn't know you worked here? I moved on, I said. Shocking, right? Very, he muttered. Emily looked down just as Mia ran up. Daddy, they have apple juice and grape? Silence. Rachel. 10. Emily blinked. Daddy. Mia looked up. Yeah, that's my daddy. I didn't correct her. Jason laughed, short and cold. Wow. Didn't take long, huh? Careful, I warned. Emily's tone changed. She's not yours. She's not yours either, Rachel snapped. I didn't mean it like that, Emily said quickly. It's just fast, isn't it? 3 years is fast, I asked. Jason stepped forward. We're here for business. Don't start drama. Walked over here, I said. I came to be civil. I don't owe you civility. Neither do I, Rachel added. Emily touched my arm. Can we talk? Alone? I glanced at Rachel. She gave a tiny nod. 2 minutes, said. Emily led me to a corner by the hallway. I didn't know you'd be here, she began. I didn't care either way, she sighed. You look good, don't? I'm just saying, why are you really here, Emily? Jason's work. I came for support. Support? I laughed. That's rich. She frowned. I made mistakes, okay? No, you made choices. I didn't expect you to move on so completely. Regretting something? I asked. She hesitated. I thought I'd be happier. By now, there it is. Don't be smug. I'm not. Just finally breathing, she crossed her arms. Does she know everything? She knows enough. And she stayed. Emily looked away. You looked happy with her. For that, little girl I am. She nodded slowly. She called you Dad. You didn't correct her. I didn't feel the need to. Her voice cracked. Must be nice. Was that what this was about? Seeing if I still broke when you walked into a room? No, she said too quickly. Then, what? I don't know, she whispered. Closure, maybe? You closed that door the night you left with him? I didn't think it would matter this much, she admitted. It doesn't. Not to me, but it clearly does to you. Jason appeared behind her. You done? Almost, she said. He glared at me. You think you've won? There's no contest, Jason. He stepped forward. You think just because a kid calls you Dad, you're suddenly better than me? I don't think about you at all. He turned to Emily. Let's go. She hesitated. Now, he growled. She gave me one last look. I'm glad. You're okay. I'm better than okay. Back with Rachel, I exhaled hard. You good? She asked. Yeah. What did she want? Validation? Closure? Something. Did you give it to her? No. I looked down at Mia, who was stacking cookies. But I didn't need anything from her either. Rachel smiled. That's growth. Jason glanced at us from across. The room, eyes stormy. Something tells me this isn't over, Rachel murmured. No, I said, watching them leave. It's just beginning. I need to tell you something, Rachel said, voice tight. I looked up from the sink. Sounds serious, it is. I dried my hands. Okay, I'm listening. She didn't speak right away. Instead, she sat on the edge of the couch, gripping a cushion like it might anchor her. It's about Mia, she finally said. My heart dropped. Is she okay? She's fine. This isn't about her health. I sat across from her. Then what? She swallowed hard. Her father. I frowned. I thought he wasn't around. He's not, Rachel. She looked at me, eyes glossy. It's Jason. I blinked. Jason, who? Her voice cracked. Jason King. Silence. Stretched. You're joking, I said. I wish I was. You told me he ghosted you. Left when you were pregnant. He did, while he was with Emily. She nodded. I stood, pacing. And you never thought to mention this before. Was scared, okay? You already hated him. I didn't want to make it worse. This is worse. I didn't lie. I just didn't tell you everything, Rachel. He's Mia's father. I know, and he saw her. At the event. He looked at her. He doesn't know. You're... Sure. Yes. He never wanted to. He left the second I told him I was pregnant. My thoughts spiraled. So the man who destroyed my past also abandoned yours. That's why I didn't want to tell you. He doesn't get to pretend. We don't exist. I agree. I turned toward the door. I need to talk to him. Rachel stood. No, wait. I'm not going to hit him. I just need to see him. What good will it do? I don't know yet. Why'd you grab my arm? I didn't tell you, so you'd blow everything up. Why now? Because Mia called you Dad, and you didn't flinch. Because you deserve to know the truth before this gets more serious. It's already serious. I know, she said softly. I see it in your eyes. Sat back down, head in my hands. He's in the same room sometimes. Watching her, watching me. I keep her away from him. He doesn't deserve her. No, he doesn't. I looked up. What if I tell him? Right to his face. No. What happens then? She asked. You feel better? He demands custody. Disrupts everything. My stomach turned. He wouldn't. He might. She's mine, I whispered. He might have made her, but he didn't raise her. He never loved her. I do. Rachel sat beside me. That's why I told you. Because you've been more of a father than he could ever be. I don't know what to do. Then wait. Think. Please. I nodded slowly. Does Mia know? No. She just knows you're the one who tucks her in, picks her up, listens. Good. Want her to stay happy? Rachel said. Safe. And I trust you with her. That means everything to me. We sat in silence for a moment, breathing. I can't pretend this doesn't change things, I said. It changes a lot, but not what you are to her. I looked at the hallway. Does she have any photos from before? No. I threw them out. Smart. Rachel leaned her head on my shoulder. You don't have to decide anything tonight, but I will. When? Soon. He won't stay quiet forever. He'll sniff it out. He always did. She sighed. Then we prepare together. I won't let him take her, I said. You won't have to. I kissed the top of her head. He may have made her, but she's mine. Rachel nodded. Ours. You're not serious, Rachel said, arms folded tight. I am. Want to pretend to be friends with him? Not friends, just useful. She shook her head. That's not you. It is now. Rachel stared at me, eyes scanning for the man I used to be. You're really doing this? Already started? She groaned. When? Last week. I invited him for coffee. You what? Just to chat, I said. I smiled, laughed at his dumb jokes, asked about the company. Played dumb. That's dangerous. No, it's strategic. Rachel dropped onto the couch. You're not a spy? I don't have to be. Jason's arrogant. He talks too much when he thinks you admire him. So you're gathering what? Evidence? Anything? Financials, shady hires, contracts that don't make sense. And then what? You take him? Down. I expose him when the time is right. She leaned forward. What if he figures it out first? Then I'll deal with it. But he still thinks I'm the broken guy from the party. Rachel looked at me long and hard. It's not that guy anymore, I know. She paused. This isn't just about revenge, is it? No. Then what? It's about peace. For me? For you? For Mia? Her face softened. You're doing this for us? And for the part of me that finally woke up. My hand. Just don't lose yourself in this. I'm already lost. This is how I find my way back. Later that week, Jason invited me to lunch. You're looking good, he said, slapping my back. Trying to keep up with you. He laughed. That's impossible, I've noticed, I said, sipping my drink. So, how's life? He asked. You and that woman Rachel, right? Yeah. We're solid. She's intense. She's honest. We raised an eyebrow. Careful, that kind of woman will own you. I smiled. Maybe that's what I want. Jason scoffed. You've changed, man. Hopefully for the better. We talked for an hour. It's mostly him bragging about contracts, new deals, foreign investors. I nodded, took mental notes. So, any openings? I asked casually. I've got ideas. Actually, he said, we could use someone to manage client accounts. I'm listening. You'd need access to sensitive files, though. I can handle that. He studied me. Why now? Because I want to build something, and because I know your world better than most. He smirked. I always liked your loyalty. Loyalty. That word made my skin crawl. That night, I told Rachel everything. You're in deeper than I thought, she said. He's offering access, which means risk, I know, but it's the only way. She hesitated. What if you get what you want? Then we're free, and if it backfires, then I'll protect you both, no matter what. She placed her hand over mine. I believe you. The next few weeks blurred. Emails, contracts, files that didn't add up. Saved everything. Quietly, carefully. Jason kept smiling, unaware. You're killing it, he told. Me one afternoon knew I could trust you. I'm just doing my job. More than that, he said. You're family again. Family. That word burned. Back home, Rachel met me at the door. Well, she asked. I have enough to bury him. She nodded. Then it's time. Almost one more file. What is it? Proof he's been siphoning investor funds? Rachel exhaled. And then I handed off to legal. She looked at me with something between pride and worry. You're not the same man who got on one knee for Emily, she said. No, I'm the man who stood back up. Rachel pulled me in, held me close. And you're ours now, she whispered. I closed my eyes. I am. Are you ready? Rachel asked, straightening my tie. As I'll ever be. Don't flinch. Don't gloat. Just deliver the truth. I'm not here to gloat, I said. I'm here to finish it. She touched my hand, then finish. The conference room buzzed with low voices and suits far richer than mine. Jason stood at the head of the table, grinning like a king. Let's begin, he said. I want to thank everyone for coming, especially our newest strategic partners. You'll be thrilled with the numbers. I raised my hand. Before we dive in, I'd like to speak. Jason blinked. Now's not the time. It is. I said, trust me. Murmurs rippled through the room. I stepped forward. I've been working with Jason for a few months now. In that time, I've reviewed internal accounts, vendor contracts, and third-party payments. I opened my folder. I found inconsistencies. Jason laughed. You found what? 32 fraudulent transfers, 3 shell companies, 2 fake consultants, and 1 man behind it all. Ridiculous, Jason snapped. What's your angle? I turned the laptop around and hit play. A video clip of Jason bragging to a colleague about creative reallocations filled the air. Turn that off, he shouted. It's been verified, I said, and sent to the board. Emily stood near the back. I saw her eyes widen. Senior investor leaned in. Is this true? Jason stammered. These are exaggerations taken out of context. Would you like to explain the Cayman account? I asked. He turned to me, rage boiling. You planned this. I gave you a chance to be honest. You weren't. Emily stepped forward. Wait, what about Rachel? And Mia? Jason paled. The room hushed. What about them? Someone asked. Rachel entered quietly, holding a folder. I can explain, she said. I was asked to provide a statement. Jason's voice cracked. You don't have to do this. Yes, I do. Rachel opened the folder. Jason King. And I were in a relationship 5 years ago. I became pregnant. He walked away. Emily gasped. You knew about Mia? I never met her, Rachel said. Never tried, but he knew. Investors shifted in their seats. One whispered, This is a disaster. Another asked, You lied about your personal background too? Jason looked around, desperate. This isn't relevant to the business. Integrity is always relevant, someone shot back. Emily looked at me. You knew. You knew all of this. I nodded, and I waited for the right time. Jason lunged toward me. You smug little sit-down. One of the board members barked. Jason froze. Another executive stood. Mr. King, you were hereby terminated effective immediately. Security will escort you out. No, you can't. I can. The man snapped. And I just did. Jason turned to Emily. Say something. Help me. She stepped back. You lied to me too. He looked at Rachel. You ruined me. Rachel's voice didn't shake. You ruined yourself. Security entered. Jason tried to protest, but no one listened anymore. As they dragged him out, he shouted, This isn't over. Oh, but it was. The room slowly emptied. Emily stayed behind, tears streaming. You knew, she said. This whole time, you were planning this. No, I replied. I was surviving. Then I saw a way to end it. She wiped her eyes. I didn't know. About Rachel? or the kid. You didn't want to know. I didn't think he'd... I thought I made the right choice. You didn't.
Yes.
I left you for someone who never loved me, she whispered. You left me for someone who destroyed you. She looked down. I deserve that. I didn't. Say it to hurt you, then why? To be honest, like I should have been that night. She reached for me. Please, I don't want it to end like this. I stepped back. It ended a long time ago. Tears welled again. I'm sorry, I believe you. But sorry doesn't change the past. I don't expect forgiveness. Good, I said gently, because I've already given it to myself. She nodded slowly. She good too? You, Rachel. She's everything I never knew I needed. And Mia, she calls me Dad. Emily smiled sadly. That must feel amazing. I hope you're happy, she whispered. I finally am. She turned, walked away without another word. Rachel appeared beside me. You okay? I think I'm at peace. You sure? Yeah, I said, taking her hand. That was karma. Rachel squeezed my hand. And it was beautiful. She's asleep. Rachel asked, closing Mia's door gently. Out like a light, I said, dropping onto the couch. For bedtime stories and a glass of warm milk did the trick. She tricked you into a fourth again? She called it a bonus chapter. How was I supposed to argue with that? Rachel smiled and sat beside me. You're getting soft. Probably. But I'm okay with that. Silence fell between us for a moment, comfortable, earned. I heard from Lily, Rachel said quietly. Yeah, Emily moved.
What?
New job, new city. Good. She didn't leave a number. She didn't need to. Rachel studied my face. You really done with all of it? I am, I said. The hate, the weight, it's gone. You sure? I nodded. I don't wake up angry anymore, that's how I know. She leaned her head on my shoulder. You deserve peace. I didn't think I'd ever find it. And now, think I'm holding it. Rachel smiled against my shirt. You're different. I had to be. Couldn't stay that broken guy forever. She took my hand. You never scared me, you know. I scared myself. You're stronger now. I feel it. Not loud or flashy, just steady. We sat in silence again, watching shadows dance on the walls. Do you ever think about him? I asked. Jason? Yeah, not really. He's a chapter I closed a long time ago. Me too. I'm glad, she said, because you were never his shadow. I exhaled. I was scared Mia would find out, that it'd change everything. Rachel shook her head. She knows. What matters who shows up. She still calls me Dad. She always will. I never imagined being someone's father figure. You didn't imagine being this happy either. No, I said. But I'd fight for it again. Every time. Rachel looked at me. You don't have to. Not anymore. Later, I stood by Mia's door, just listening to her soft breathing. You love her, don't you? Rachel whispered beside me. With everything I have, then you're her father. End of story. I needed to hear that. She touched my cheek. Some wounds never fully heal, but they stop bleeding, I said. She nodded. Exactly. Back in the living room, I picked up Mia's drawing from the table. It was the three of us smiling, holding hands. She gave me this today, I said. Told me it's our forever family. Rachel's eyes softened. She's right. I don't need blood. I've got love. You've got home. Placed the drawing on the fridge next to a macaroni sun. Think she'll always see me this way? I asked. Yes, Rachel said. Because she sees you. The man who stayed. The man who chose her. I pulled Rachel into a quiet hug. Thank you for choosing me too. We chose each other. We stood there, hearts steady. Past behind us, it didn't vanish. It just stopped owning us. That was enough.